So Larry Sharpe with NeoSage to talk to you about how to follow up after meeting someone at a networking event. Okay, so you've met someone at a networking event, you had a nice chat, I hope, and now you're back to your computer or your office and you want to figure out, now what do I do? How should I follow up? Should I call them, send them a nice note, email them? The answer after a networking event is always the same. Email first. You might say, but Larry, I like sending a note, or I've heard that they're good, or maybe I should just call them. All nice, but not for the first follow-up. This is good for a second or third follow-up. The reason is the first follow-up's goal is not to get anything special except for one thing, a reply. The email is the easiest to reply to, and it doesn't feel like you're soliciting anything, right? If you call, it'll feel like I'm asking for something. If I send a note, how am I going to reply? I'm going to go down to the drugstore and buy a card? Not going to happen. Email is the answer for the first reply, the first follow-up. Now that email should be very simple. The subject line of your email should be the event. If you met them at the Acme Trade Association, the subject is Acme Trade Association. If you met them at Bob and Jane's wedding, Bob and Jane's wedding is your subject line. And your actual email is very short. Start with a dear, hi, or hello, whatever you prefer. Dear Bob, hello Jane. To the best of your ability, use first name only. There are some exceptions, but general rule, just their first name, right? So if you met Bob Smith, dear Bob. Skip a line, one sentence paragraph. I know you English people are mad at me. You can't have a one sentence paragraph. In this case, ignore English and just do what I'm telling you here. One sentence paragraph, something like this. It was wonderful meeting you at insert event. It was great talking to you. It was nice chatting with you. Use your own speech pattern, whatever you like to say, but something that says, I enjoyed talking with you at so-and-so event. That is your first sentence. You're going to skip a line. One sentence paragraph again. And that sentence is going to be something about either the conversation that you had with that person or about the event itself if you don't remember the conversation, right? If you remember detail of the conversation, say something like, the story about your daughters was funny. If you don't, talk about the event. The speaker was good. The chicken was delicious. The stories were interesting. Whatever you like. Something about either the conversation you had or the event itself. Last sentence. We should talk soon. Let's stay connected. Let's keep in touch. Any of those things that says, I'm not done. Let's have a follow-up. Then, your first name. That's simple. 3 sentences. Dear Bob, it was great meeting you at the so-and-so event. The story about your daughter was funny. We should talk soon. Larry. Done. That is your email. You are not to send any PDF of what your company does that just breaks rapport and makes you a sales rep. Do not do that. If you're looking for a job, don't send a resume. None of that stuff. No marketing material, with one exception. If they specifically asked for it, then send it. But if they didn't, do not send any marketing material. I don't care what your boss says. Your boss is wrong if he says that. Nothing, no marketing material. It will only break rapport. What you want from them is a reply. You may say, Larry, how if they don't remember me? How can I get my message across? Here's how. In your signature line, you're going to have your name and your company. You're going to have a link, a hyperlink to your LinkedIn profile. That's going to click, boom, your picture is there, and what you do is right there. And guess what? If they don't remember you 100% or aren't sure, they will click on that, see what you do and who you are, and now they found you again. You didn't sell them, they bought. Increases the odds that they will see who you know as a connection. They want to connect to you, they'll reply, now you've started a relationship. If you start the relationship, next follow-up is the phone call or the card or the request for a meeting or whatever the case may be. But remember, after meeting someone at a networking event, one email, simple 3 lines. Dear Bob, great meeting you at so-and-so event. The chicken was delicious. We should talk soon. Your first name, signature with LinkedIn profile, you're done. You get a response, now you're rocking and rolling. That's the best way to start the relationship after you've met someone at a networking event. Good luck.